Hey ladies and gentlemen, Wolfcrier here, and welcome to my breakdown for the Crusader coming in patch 2.6.1 for Diablo 3. Now I do apologize for not having any gameplay in this video. I just wanted to get these videos done and out to you guys because I am very far behind. I am on vacation from work this week, which tends to mean that I have a lot of stuff to do around the house. That, and I'm trying to get ready for going away with my family tomorrow. There will still be a video tomorrow, and hopefully it'll be either the Witch Doctor or Wizard breakdown, but I wanted to get you guys this information quickly because, as I said, I have fallen behind and I want to get back into making sure that you guys have all of the information you need. So this one is all about the Crusader, so let's dive right in. First up we have Blade of Prophecy. No longer rolls that bonus to condemn damage as an inherent affix. Instead, 2 condemned enemies also trigger Condemn's explosion, and the damage of Condemn is increased by 350 to 450%. Definitely a buff for Condemn builds. And next up we have Bracer of Fury. Heaven's Fury now deals 300 to 400% increased damage to enemies that are blinded, immobilized, or stunned. Now this is up from 150 to 200%, so yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's another buff. And up next we have Denial. Each enemy hit by your sweep attack increases the damage of your next sweep attack by 100 to 125%. Now that is up from 30 to 40%, and this still stacks up to 5 times. So definitely an increase in damage for your sweep attack. There are going to be so many viable builds, at least for farming or pushing or going further than you could before with each individual build, that it's pretty awesome in my opinion. That's why I'm so looking forward to this patch. That's why I'm loving these buffs, because that's what this game should be. It shouldn't be as limiting as it currently is in its meta form. Now there will still be a meta. People will figure out which builds still do the most damage, and you will need to conform to that if you want like top 10 placement. But for the most part, this is going to open up a variety of builds, allowing each build to do further than they could before. All right, let's continue, guys. I just wanted to get that out. That is why I am so excited about 2.6.1. All right, so let's look at Faithful Memory. Each enemy hit by Falling Sword increases the damage of Blessed Hammer by 60 to 80% for 10 seconds. Maximum 10 stack still, but this is another buff. This one for that Blessed Hammer build. And that is pretty sweet indeed, because this was already one of the best builds, and now it gets buffed up so that maybe it can, compete with other builds, other classes overall. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at Fate of Fel. Heaven's Fury gains 2 additional rays and has its damage increased by 150 to 200%. A nice little buff for Heaven's Fury indeed. And now Frostburn's no longer smart drops for the Crusader class. And Frider's Wrath no longer rolls that legendary strength bonus to Condemn, but now Condemn has no cooldown and has its damage increased by 450 to 600%, but instead costs 40 Wrath. Now this is yet another buff for Condemn. Then we have Falcons Foot. Removes the resource cost of Blessed Shield and increases Blessed Shield damage by 400 to 500%. And with Jekang Board, this increases Blessed Shield's damage by another 300 to 400%, and it ricochets to 6 additional enemies, so that Captain America shield throwing Crusader build that was around for a little while, this definitely gets a nice little buff, and maybe it can become viable. We'll have to wait and see, guys, but definitely cool that it adds fun builds back to the mix. Like me, for instance, with Monk, Uliana's fun build. I like the build. And now it's back, and that's what it should be all about. This game should be fun and should not be limited. And now let's take a look at the Crusader sets. First up, Armor of Akan, the 6-piece set bonus. While Akarat's Champion is active, you deal 900% increased damage and take 50% less damage. So that is a huge buff defensively and a pretty substantial buff offensively for this set. And then we have Thorns of the Invoker. For the 2-piece set bonus, your Thorns damage now hits all enemies in a 15-yard radius around you. Each time you hit an enemy with Punish, Slash, or Block an attack, Thorns is increased by 70%. This was slightly nerfed from its original 115% that was added with this patch, so it is down a little bit, but still double the initial 35% value that this set had for the 2-piece set bonus. And for that 6-piece set bonus, the attack speed of Punish and Slash are increased by 50%, and the damage is increased by 2,700% of your Thorns damage to the first enemy hit. So a massive damage increase for this set. Now, there wasn't a very big buff, or any buff therefore, for the LON Barbarian Thorns build, but it's definitely looking like the Thorns Crusader using Thorns of the Invoker is going to be pretty viable, pretty awesome indeed. So definitely something to look forward to in this patch. And one more thing with the Crusader is the Blessed Hammer skill has been redesigned. Increase the damage of Blessed Hammer to 640% weapon damage as holy, and increase its area of effect by 20 yards. This way there are not that many extra projectiles causing a ton of lag. I don't know if any of you have played in groups with Crusaders using this Blessed Hammer build, but it is definitely a lag-filled build, and hopefully this compensates for that and removes most of the lag involved with this build. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have my breakdown for the Crusader in patch 2.6.1. Definitely looks like a fun-filled patch. Guys, I know a lot of people are looking at this like power creep and that sort of thing, but some of these sets, some of these builds definitely needed some help, because you should be able to enjoy all the content that this game does tend to offer. And the main point of that is the fact that there are tons of builds in this game, so why not make more of them viable? That would be pretty sweet in my opinion. So hopefully most of this stuff in this patch goes live. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm having fun on the PTR. I will definitely keep testing. More build guides coming, more breakdowns coming, and I will definitely do my best to make sure I get you guys the information you want and that sort of thing. Also, if you've noticed, I've tried to branch out a little bit more, playing a little bit of PUBG here and there. Definitely enjoying that game. Some funny stuff if you want to check out that video I put up. We are horrible at the game, but it's still pretty fun, and I'm still having a ton of fun in Diablo 3 and can't wait to see what the future brings. Alright guys, thank you so very much for checking out my video. I greatly appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and you guys have a great day. Peace.